Only in January, under the attacks of Ukrainian drones, Ust-Luga, Engels, Rostov, Novorossiysk port, a chemical plant in Kazan, an oil storage facility in Saratov, oil plants in Voronezh, Tula, Kaluga, a gunpowder plant in Tambov, an aviation plant in Kazan, a military electronics plant in Smolensk burned down. Ukrainian expert Dmitry Chernyshev said this in his Telegram channel. He asks, what is wrong with the reasoning of economics who say that oil has been dried up in Russia, and if Nazi Germany could produce gasoline under the strategic bombing of the Allies, then Putin's Russia will be able to do it? First, there is a lack of understanding of the importance of the continuity of the entire technological cycle of fuel production. It can't be stopped anywhere. It's like a conveyor belt. Oil must flow continuously, and then a drone arrives and the fire starts at the refinery and all production stops. Similarly, after one serious accident, the whole city can get stuck in traffic jams. Dmitry Chernyshev added, according to him, where to get new distillation columns of oil refining is unclear. Russia is under sanctions and it does not produce such equipment. China is being watched very closely. Where to put the incoming oil? Pour into vaults. But they quickly overflow and tomorrow a drone will also fly into them. Storing oil in tanks at a railway station? You will run out of cisterns and the railways will stand up. Stop pumping through pipelines. Stop pumping oil with towers at all. You have no idea how much it costs, what a reservoir pressure maintenance system is, and what processes begin in the pipes if oil is not pumped through them, he said. Dmitry Chernyshev says, I will add that it will not always be possible to resume production later. Secondly, it is not clear where to get people. A lot of hardworking people were seduced by frontline payments and went to war. Then they need to pay their coffins, or spend their entire lives treating them. Serious specialists do not want to risk their lives under drone attacks and quit. And what to do with people during refinery downtime? Dismiss? Pay their salaries? Thirdly, this is just the beginning. It is incredibly difficult to build an industry that mass produces drones, but then it starts working and is constantly gaining momentum. The vast territory of Russia at this moment becomes not a plus, but a minus. It cannot be covered with air defense systems, which are not enough even for the front. Air defense missiles cost insane money, and no system can physically stop the attack of hundreds of drones. Fourthly, operating refineries in the European parts of Russia may soon simply end. Then thousands and thousands of Ukrainian drones will look for other goals. Power plants, airfields, factories, airports. There will be a massive deindustrialization of Russia. There will be no more talk of economists that Russia allegedly will be able to wage war indefinitely. Technique runs out. Money runs out. People run out. Putin will beg for peace on his knees.
Police in Turkey fired tear gas to disperse a group of protesters who clashed with officers Friday outside an Istanbul courthouse while rallying in support of the city's mayor, who was called to give testimony in two new legal probes against him. According to Associated Press, thousands of supporters gathered outside the Cagliari courthouse to protest the legal actions against Ekrem İmamoğlu, a potential future leader of Turkey's main opposition Republican People's Party, or CHP, and a possible challenger to President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. İmamoğlu testified Friday before prosecutors for 2 hours in connection with comments he made about a chief prosecutor and a court expert. Critics argue that the probes were part of an effort to remove İmamoğlu from the political scene. The politician has already been convicted of charges of insulting members of Turkey's Supreme Electoral Council and faces a political ban if his conviction in 2022 is upheld by a high court. He is also on trial on charges that he was involved in the alleged rigging of bids in a tender dating back to 2015. Tensions escalated Friday when riot police blocked a CHP bus from approaching the courthouse. The move led to clashes between the protesters and the police, who responded with tear gas. It was not clear if any arrests were made. İmamoğlu later addressed the crowds from the top of the bus at another location. Unfortunately, this is the result of a plot that is attempted to be set up in Istanbul, the mayor said. İmamoğlu, 53, was first elected to lead Istanbul in March 2019. His win was a historic blow to Erdogan's Justice and Development Party, which had controlled Istanbul for a quarter century. The party pushed to void the municipal election results in the city of 16 million, alleging irregularities. The challenge resulted in a repeat of the election a few months later, which Imamoglu also won.
İstanbul'da ne yazık ki kurulmaya çalışan bir kumpasın geldiği bir sonuçtur. Hedefin ne olduğu belli. İstanbul'da 4 aydır yargı tacizinin en üst seviyesini yaşıyoruz. Savcının odasında avukatlarımla beraber ifade verdim. O benim yargıcım, o benim savcım. Ama bu ülkede önünde son birkaç aydır yaşadığımız durumlara bakarsanız, birisinin en ufak bir demeci, bir tweet'i gece evinden almasına vesile oluyor. Adeta Türkiye'yi bir açık hava cezaevine çevirmek istiyorlar. Oysa ki demokrasinin olmazsa olmazı basın özgürlüğü, fikir özgürlüğüdür.
Bugün haksızlıklara karşı buradayız. Bu insanlara yapılan zulüm karşısında buradayız. İçeriye alınan gazeteciler için buradayız. Başkanımız için buradayız. Ülke için buradayız.